Good morning, everybody. Say good morning.
Good morning.
So this right here, this is my Calvin, and he is my whole reason for getting into this whole Beyond Celiac organization, getting into the celiac world, because, I mean, it's almost like I'm that much more invested in it because this happened to him, and it wasn't me that got diagnosed, because I am all in 100%. I will do whatever it takes to make him live a life without fear so that he can eat whatever he wants. We just need good food, and good food makes all the difference, but sometimes it can be hard to find. But thank you to Beyond Celiac, it's becoming less hard to find, and things are certainly getting better. For those of you who don't know me, I do work for the Today Show. I've worked in Boston for about 6 years. I met my amazing husband, Brian, his wonderful, supportive family. But I think together, we all had to learn what celiac disease was. You know, at first, my son Calvin, who I do a cooking show with, of all things, Cooking with Cal, and I look back at the pizza we used to make and the pasta we used to make, not knowing and now feeling guilty that I didn't know that this was the food that was hurting him. His symptoms weren't so much GI symptoms, they were more... His hair was falling out. He had a headache that wouldn't go away. He had an earache that wouldn't go away. What did we call you when you would drop things?
Banana hands.
Banana hands. He was just dropping everything all the time. And since he has been diagnosed and we completely changed his diet, all of those symptoms have gone away. And now Cooking with Cal, I'm so fortunate to have this cooking segment that I do with him so that we can introduce people to delicious food, whether it's naturally gluten-free or we make some, adjustments so that it can be gluten-free. And he is loving everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we found some pretty good food. We made a really good calzone the other day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man of many words. After, we got the diagnosis and I'm able to do this cooking segment with him, I can introduce people to all sorts of different recipes, with the platform of the Today Show in mind, to make people aware that celiac disease is a serious thing. It's not just an inconvenience. It's not just a fad. I mean, it's serious. Gluten hurts your insides. I mean, it actually causes damage. And I'm looking at a lot of kids out here and I'm thinking, I'm sure for the parents, it was really hard to hear this diagnosis for your children and think, oh my God, what am I supposed to do now? Those first couple months were very, very overwhelming. I mean, I just had the vision of me sitting on the floor in my kitchen wanting to throw everything out and not really knowing if that was the right thing to do. But for all you parents out there with your children being diagnosed, just know that I've been there. And it wasn't easy. And for the adults who were diagnosed, I mean, so many people weren't, diagnosed until their 20s and 30s. And it's like, I'm so sorry you had to live with that pain and that just feeling uncomfortable and just the damage it was doing to you for so many years. But that's why working with Beyond Celiac, you guys are making such a difference. Let's get tested when we're young. Let's get children tested so that this doesn't even have to be a question mark in our lives. We can know right away what is causing all of these weird symptoms that you're experiencing. And I'm so thankful to have met Alice and the Beyond Celiac Foundation, because no matter what you're going through, finding your community makes all the difference in the world. So thank you for the community. Thank you, Alice, for everything you're doing, whether it's just raising awareness or whether it's finding a cure, which 2030 is not that far from now. So if there is something like that in the works that could happen, I mean, hooray for all of us. And thank you all for being out here. I'm so glad the sun is out. I feel like I bundled my kids up in way too many layers this morning. But leave that to a meteorologist to watch the forecast. That's a whole other thing. I'm not working this morning. So thank you all for being out here on a beautiful Saturday morning here in Waltham. I'm so fortunate to have my family here, to meet all of you. So we're just gonna have a fun morning. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Dylan. Hey, thank you, Cal. Are you ready? Do you want to help start the race? 3, 2, 1, cut! Go!